I wonder what niche I should choose. Hey guys, Jason here, and welcome to episode 6 of Building an Online Business from Scratch. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to choose your niche, and specifically how I went to choose my niche. So there's a ton of information out there, and there are a ton of different markets and niches and methodologies of how to choose from, going from your skill or passion to just choose one that will potentially make you the most money. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the best way I personally think to choose a niche, and then the top 3 big markets that you can look at to kind of figure out what niche you should be in. So starting off, how do you choose your niche? I think the best way to choose your niche is to look at your skill and your passion. And really, whatever marketplace, as long as you're in one of the 3 that I'm going to tell you about at the end of the video, as long as you're in one of those 3, you're going to make money. But if you choose one that you think you're going to make more money in, I mean, unless you're already at 100,000 a month and you're hitting that income wall and you're like, man, I can't find any more customers to sell my products to, or I can't come up with any more products to sell my current customers. Well, unless you've got that problem, worrying about whether or not a niche is going to make you enough money really isn't something that even should be on the table, because it's kind of worrying about not having an income wall before you have income. So first, let's get to the income. And getting to that income is choosing the right niche. And the perfect niche is based upon you. It's based upon your passion, and it's based upon your skill. So what are you really good at? And then what are you really passionate about? What do you care about? If you think that you're going to make a lot of money doing a fitness weight loss product, so you go into the health and fitness niche, one of the health and fitness niches, and you've either never worked out in your life or you hate working out, that's going to be a really hard business to come home at the end of the day after your normal job and spend 3 or 4 hours or stay up till 1 or 2 a.m. recording a webinar for it if you don't care about the content. So one of the things that we have to remember is that we're not robots, and choosing our niche is just as much about us as it is about the products and services we're going to sell. Because when you're just starting out, and I can tell you from personal experience, it's all on you. You're carrying the entire weight of your business. There's nobody that when you come home at the end of the day is checking up on you and saying, hey, are you doing your business, or are you just watching Netflix and going to bed because you're tired? Having that passion behind your business is what helps you spend those 1 or 2 hours at the end of the day or on a Saturday night working on your business versus just going to the movies or watching Netflix or whatever else you would do for fun, right? So choosing your niche should be based upon your passion and your skill. And I've talked a lot about passion, and skill is just, if you're really good at something, then you can definitely find your marketplace or your niche and create a business around it. And it's really fun to build a business around something that you're good at. Chances are, if you're good at it, you like it. Now, if you are really good at something and you absolutely hate it, well, then you probably shouldn't choose that niche. So what are the 3 big marketplaces? Because I'm not going to talk about individual niches that you could go into and like this niche is going to make you 50,000 and this one niche is going to make you 30,000 and this one's only going to make you 10. It's kind of silly, right? Once you've chosen which big market to go into, then you have a plethora of options, and you actually will be able to pivot as long as you choose the right market. So the 3 big markets when building an online business is money, health, and relationships. Just about all the major markets come under one of those. If you have something that's really out of left field that doesn't seem to fit in one of those 3 big categories, then maybe you might want to think about choosing something that's within one of those categories. But 99% of us, we're going to find that one of the things that we want to do fall in one of those 3 categories. So first you have money, and this essentially is anything that has to do with making money or saving money. So make money could be investing, it could be credit repair, it could be how to build an online business, it could be how to work part-time as a dog walker, anything that has to do with helping people get more money in or push more money out. So then number 2, we have health. And health is just anything that has to do with making sure our body, either looks better, performs better, lasts longer. Those are kind of the big 3, right? And then finally we have relationships. And relationships can be relationships between a mother and her son, a father and her daughter. It could be between 2 people dating, 2 people who are married, 2 people thinking about getting married, an engagement thing, anything that has to do with even professional relationships like networking. So anything that has to do with human interactions and that communication, right? Because a lot of things are lost in communication, and that's a really big space to go into as well. So figure out which one of those your kind of passion or skill falls under, and then you can start figuring out what your niche is going to be. And your niche will be dependent on, number 1, the specific skill or passion, right? So if we're talking about health, maybe you care more about working out than you do about nutrition. So your niche would be, your big market would be health, and then your niche would be working out. And then specifically, what kind of workout are you doing? Are you doing cardio? Are you doing weightlifting? Are you doing a combination of both? Are you just going to do yoga? Are you going to focus on stretching? Maybe you just care about biceps. You're just going to do the arms. Like your entire course is just about the arms. Or maybe it's a full body thing. Maybe it's focusing on getting rid of belly fat, getting rid of neck fat. I don't know if you could do that, but maybe getting rid of neck fat. Ugh. And then once you've done that, then your next step is to figure out who you're going to sell to. And of course, we did that way back in episode 3, so I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go check out that episode to figure out your ideal customer. But really, that's all there is to figuring out what your niche is. It's just looking at yourself, saying, okay, what do I really care about? What am I passionate about? What kind of business am I going to be excited to work on after an 8 or 9 hour workday from my normal job? And that's what's going to push momentum, push you forward. And as long as you're in one of those big 3 categories, money, health, or relationships, you're going to be choosing a niche that is going to have a great deal of income potential, probably more than you could even fathom right now. And number 2, it will keep you motivated and allow you to pivot if you decide to change your mind. So I'll go into the money-making space. If you decide I'm going to talk about, investing in the stock market, and then all of a sudden you go, well, I don't really like investing in the stock market. Turns out I like real estate more. Well, that pivot is really easy because you can go from investing in the stock market to investing in real estate. You're not really going to have to change your business all that much. You're just changing your product lineup and a couple of your marketing messages. And you could make that pivot in a month if you're going really fast. However, if you were doing stock market investing and then you wanted to talk about weightlifting, well, you're pretty much throwing everything out that you had and you're starting over from scratch. So that's why I like to talk about those big 3: money, health, relationships, to at least choose one of those. And then after that, let your passion, skill, and who you're going to sell to determine who your niche is, because you can always pivot within those 3. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this informative and actionable. If you got some value out of this, go ahead and hit that like button and then subscribe for more episodes and business building strategies and insights like these. And then go ahead and leave a comment below. Which one of those big 3 do you think you would fall into? And which niche do you think you would choose? Would you be in health doing, cardio, weight loss, or would you be in making money showing people how to walk dogs or groom cats? I don't know. The sky is the limit. And of course, as always, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. I always read them and I will reply to them personally. So I'll see you in episode 7 for how to pick a big problem, which will be the foundation of starting to build a product. See you next time.